Hey, I'm Paul Butler. I'm one of the client partners at New Leaf Training and Development, and I'm joined today by Charles Myles, who is the pastor of Harvest Village Ministries Family Church, which he actually founded with his wife, Maisha, in 2014. They're over in Altadena in California. Hey, Charles, the purpose of the Take Fives is to give people some practical help, provide some hope, and even sprinkle a little bit of humor. So I've just got one question, which I'd love you to run with for about 4 minutes or so, because
Okay,
we do call these Take Five for a reason. So here's the
got it.
question. What are you learning personally, professionally, and even as an organization during these rather challenging days that you think would be helpful, hopeful, or even a little humorous? And tell us a little bit more about the work you do as well, Charles, what you do and who you serve. So over to you, and then just let me know when you're ready to wrap it up.
All right, all right. Well, hello, family, as I would say. Um, Thank you guys for having me on today. I appreciate this opportunity. Over the years, I have, with doing the church work, we have gotten involved in a lot of community work also. And being so, we have two sides of the church. We have one, which I want to call the regular church, the regular things we do, the Sunday services, the Wednesday night services. But doing a lot of the community work, we started to form a nonprofit business on that side of it too. And kind of during this period, the COVID period, which I'm going to call it now, of course, is very difficult for a lot of people. I know a lot of people have been losing their jobs, a lot of people having a lot of hardship, things of that nature. But I want to say in this period, I've actually seen how God has blessed us, and not just from a church perspective, but also blessed the business of the church. One of the big things that we've been doing out in the community is for the elderly, for those with the disabled and families with young children. We've been serving them or doing like a food delivery services. So we actually go to the food banks. We do I want to say the talking between the constituent and the food bank, like I say, to deliver food to their homes for a month long period, which is actually pretty awesome. But in doing that, I realized we had to be agile in a lot of things that we do. We didn't start off that way. If we talked about this 6 months ago, I wouldn't know anything about that. And that's why I wanted to bring this up. Because 6 months ago, like I said, the biggest community work that we were doing, we were actually seeing about 250, 300 kids a week working in the schools. And
Wow.
that actually working through the public schools, teaching life skills classes. And so even though we're not taking the Bible necessarily to the public schools, we're taking the principles, okay, out of the Bible. We're teaching, a lot of kids the principle, because the principles still work. Even, I hate to say whether you believe in God or not, but the principles are meant to work because we teach those principles. The life skills classes have been really, really well. And then all of a sudden, right here in the middle of a March, just like that, we were working one Friday. By Tuesday, hey, we cannot have any more volunteers coming to the school district. We can't have anybody coming to the classroom. And a week later, all of the school district was shut down.
Wow.
And so we thought, man, for our nonprofit, the work we do, we're getting ready to be shut down. We don't have any more work. So past this month, what are we going to do? How are we going to make money on the most, talking about the nonprofit side? So I remember my wife, Maisha, I should say call her Pastor Myles for this, but Pastor Maisha Myles, actually one of our employees, one of our community-based advocates, they were sitting down having a conversation. And as her and the guy's name is Steve, as her and Steve were talking, they came up with a plan, a lot of people within our community are having problems right now, getting out, or they're scared to leave, especially the elderly, because like I say, all these things are unknown related to COVID. And with things being unknown as they were, what do we do to assist them? And then, as they started talking, they came up with this kind of food delivery service, because a lot of people, they were scared to go out to the food banks and things of that nature. And so we came up with a plan. We started working a list, literally, when I say started working it, the last half of March 19th is when this took off. So I want to say we worked the first week in March with the school district. So the first week in March, that Friday, we worked with the school district. Then 2 weeks later, we already jumped on a new business opportunity. And like I say, that opportunity has really flourished. Within that opportunity, I've seen the Lord bless us, I want to say sixfold. When I mean sixfold, I mean the city has gotten behind us, the community, the foundations have gotten behind us, and have been donations, of money, donations of food, different things that they've been donating to us for us to help the people within the community. And Paul, I want to tell you, in this period of our lives, our business has never flourished as much.
Mm.
And I want to make sure I say that out loud, because as I know a lot of people, are dealing with a lot of hardship, but I have really seen how the Lord has blessed us, blessed the things that we do. And it was all really serving the people. And I want to say I'm amazed, but I got to be so careful because, one thing about the Lord is that he blesses those who bless people. And just because we're out there, doing the work, and like I said, and this is working for everybody, we deliver to everybody. It has nothing to do whether you're Christian or not. It has no bearing on that. We're just helping. And the beauty I see in that, Paul, is, a lot of people who didn't know about us, didn't know about our ministry, didn't know about our church, they start asking questions and things start opening up, certain questions even start opening up, even where we can introduce the Lord even to some of these people. My wife has had opportunities where, she's led people to Christ all over on the phone and things of that nature. Forgive me, my time. I'm already talking past my time. Forgive me here. But I just want to let you guys know we have really seen the blessing of God in our lives during this process. But I would encourage anybody as they move forward, to have that mindset where you may have to change. You may want to be agile in some of the things that you do to take on opportunities that you never thought of.
Oh, brilliant. Charles, thanks ever so much for sharing that. And really, on behalf of everyone who watches these, thanks ever so much for your insights and also for the great work that you're doing to help people and organisations be their best. We really appreciate everything you're doing, Charles. Thanks ever so much for your time today. Could I offer you a virtual high five?
Virtual high five. Good seeing you, brother. Good.